Good morning children. Welcome to today's video session of Standard 9 Geography 4th Unit Hydrosphere. In today's session we are going to learn the importance of water, need, uses and the distribution of ocean and salt water, relief feature of the ocean water, movement of the ocean water, marine resources and need for conservation. Shall we move on to the session?
Unit 4 Hydrosphere. We know that our planet Earth consists of 4 spheres. They are lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. In the earlier chapters, we have studied about the lithosphere and atmosphere. We shall now learn the other 2 spheres, namely hydrosphere and biosphere. What is hydrosphere? It is one of the most indispensable natural resources on Earth is water. The Earth is also called the blue planet as it holds water in abundance and thus stands unique among all other planets. Hydrosphere consists of water in various forms found on the Earth. Over 97% of the water on the Earth's surface is confined to ocean. Less than 3% of water is held on land, as glaciers, ice caps, groundwater, rivers, lakes, and also the water vapor in a hydrological cycle. The Earth's water is not static. It is always in motion. This continuous movement of water on, above, and below the Earth's surface is called the hydrological cycle. The 3 major processes involved in the water cycle are evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. Water changes its form constantly, that is, ice, water, and water vapor. This process happens in the blink of an eye or even over millions of years. Water resources on Earth can be broadly divided into fresh water and salt water. Fresh water. Rainwater is considered to be the purest form of water as it contains very less proportion of salts when compared to the oceans and seas. Hence it is called fresh water. A major part of fresh water is found in the frozen state in the form of ice caps and glaciers. Around 1% of it is found in the liquid state as rivers, streams, lakes, ponds, etc. Surface water may also penetrate through porous rock and gets collected beneath the Earth's surface. This is called groundwater. Finland is known as the land of thousands lakes. There are 1,87,888 lakes in Finland. Water table is the level below the ground where water is found collected beneath the Earth's surface. Oceans. The continent and ocean are, however, not eventually distributed in the northern and southern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere holds 61% of the land, whereas the southern hemisphere holds 81% of water. It is because of this pattern of land and water distribution, the northern hemisphere is called the land hemisphere and the southern hemisphere is called as the water hemisphere. Ocean and seas are considered as resource bowls of the earth because of the immense availability of food, minerals, etc. Present distribution of the world oceans and major seas are illustrated in the map. Sylvia Earle is a famous American oceanographer. She was named as the first hero for the planet by Time magazine for her effort towards marine life protection. Jacques-Yves Cousteau was a famous French ocean explorer who conducted extensive undersea investigation. He belonged to the information service of French Navy and was sent on missions to Shanghai and Japan and in USSR. Relief of ocean floors. The ocean basin are characterized by the following major relief features: continental shelf, continental slope, continental rise, deep sea plain or abyssal plain, oceanic deep, oceanic ridge. Continental shelf. A shallow and gently sloping platform extending out from the adjacent continent land mass into the sea is called continental shelf. It is almost a uniform zone of seabed with a gentle gradient. Do you know hypso? Hypso means height in Greek. A hypsometric curve is a graphic representation which shows the height of a certain place found on land and the height of ocean features at sea. The continental shelf is of great significance for the following reasons. They are shallower, thus enable sunlight to penetrate through the water. This encourages abundant growth of grass, seaweed and plankton. Hence, these zones become the richest fishing grounds in the world. Example, the Grand Banks of Newfoundland. The continental shelves have extensive deposits of minerals and mineral fuels, and this zone becomes accessible for oil drilling and mining activities. Example, Mumbai High in Arabian Sea. Do you know ONGC, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation in India, is the largest oil and gas exploration and production company. Its latest estimate is that about 20 million tons of oil reserves are found west of Mumbai High offshore. Continental slope. The steep slope which descends from the edge of the continental shelf to the deep ocean bed is called continental slope. It forms a boundary between the continental crust and the oceanic crust. This zone is free from deposits as they are steep. The most important characteristic of continental slope is the presence of deep canyons and trenches. Due to the low penetration of sunlight, the slope has nearly freezing temperature. Hence, aquatic life has very slow rate of metabolism. Continental rise. At the base of the continental slope is the gently sloping layers of sediments which merge into the deep sea floor. This underwater feature found between continental slope and abyssal plains is called the continental rise. It contains of submarine sands which are similar to the alluvial sands found on land. From the picture you can see the continent, continental shelf, continental slope, sea mount, volcanic island, submarine canyon. Deep sea plains or abyssal plains. The deep sea plains or abyssal plains are underwater plains found on the deep ocean floor. These plains extend from the continental rise to the mid-oceanic ridges. The gradients of the slope is very gentle and it appears as a uniform flat and featureless plain. These plains are usually covered by the thick layer of sediments composed of clay, silt and sand, brought by the rivers. These are often characterized by features like abyssal hills, sea mounts, guyot, coral, atoll, etc. Abyssal plains in the Atlantic and Indian Ocean tend to be extensive than the Pacific Ocean because majority of the world's largest rivers empty their sediments into either Atlantic or Indian Ocean. Example, Amazon, Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers. Oceanic deeps. Trenches are the deepest part of the ocean and occupy 7% of the total relief of the ocean floor. The ocean temperature in the trench is slightly cooler than the freezing temperature. As they are sediment free, most trenches are V-shaped with steep sides. Epicenter of the great earthquakes are all found in the trenches. Do you know Dragon Hole is the deepest known underwater sink hole in the world? The local fishermen call it the Eye of the South China Sea. Oceanic ridge. Oceanic ridge is a continuous submarine mountain chain. They are made of young basaltic rock formed when two tectonic plates move apart. The mid-ocean ridge is probably most extensive single feature of the Earth's topography. Two of the most well-known mid-oceanic ridges are the Mid-Atlantic Ridge and the East Pacific Ridge. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge is the largest unbroken oceanic ridge, a nautical measurement of the depth of the water in the ocean. Isobar, an imaginary line on a map joining two points of equal depth. Isoline, an imaginary line on a map joining the points of equal salinity in ocean. Movement of the ocean water. The ocean water is dynamic. Temperature, salinity, density, external force of the sun, moon and the wind keep the ocean water in movement, both horizontally and vertically. Waves and currents are in horizontal motion, which tides have vertical motion. Waves. Of all the movements of the ocean, sea waves are considered to be the strongest. The sea waves are ripples on water caused blow over the sea. The height of these waves depends on the speed of wind, its duration and the direction from which they blow. Sometimes waves are also caused by tremors felt on the ocean floor. Such waves are quite destructive and called tsunami. Do you know the energy of the falling wave water is used to turn hydro turbines to generate power? Wave energy power plants have been installed at Vizhinjam in Kerala coast and Andaman and Nicobar Islands of India. Tides. The periodic rise and fall of sea water due to the gravitational pull of the sun and moon on earth are called tides. They are classified broadly into spring tides and neap tides. When the sun, moon and earth are aligned in the same line, the collective gravitational pull of the sun and moon on earth's water strengthen to form a high tide known as spring tide. Such tides always occurs on full moon and new moon days. When the sun and the moon are at right angles, their gravitational force work against each other, causing a low tide called neap tide. A neap tide occurs between two spring tides, that is, twice a month when the first and the last quarter moon appears. Do you know potential tidal energy zones of India are the Gulf of Khambat, Gulf of Kutch and Sundarban. Maritime borders. Maritime boundary of most of the country is fixed to be 12 nautical miles from the baseline. This was fixed by the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea 2013, whereas Jordan and Palau have 3 nautical miles as their maritime boundary, and Benin, Republic of Congo, El Salvador, Peru, Somalia have 200 nautical miles. Ocean currents. The movement of oceanic water on the surface and at the depth in a definite direction is called ocean current. Ocean currents are in clockwise motion in the northern hemisphere and in the anti-clockwise motion in the southern hemisphere. The factors that generate ocean currents are Earth's rotation, prevailing winds and difference in temperature and salinity of ocean water. On the basis of temperature, ocean currents are classified as warm currents and cold currents. The movement of ocean currents from the high latitude, that is temperate and polar zone, towards low altitude, that is tropical zone, is called cold current. Example, Labrador in Atlantic Ocean and Peruvian cold currents in South Africa Ocean. Do you know NIO, that is National Institute of Oceanography, was established in the 1st January 1966. The headquarters of NIO is located at Dona Paula, Goa. It conducts research and observations to understand ocean engineering, marine archaeology, etc. Marine resources. The biotic and abiotic resources found in the oceanic water and at the bottoms are called marine resources. The ocean resources play a vital role in sustaining the needs of the society. A diverse array of marine organisms is used for food, medicine, cosmetics, and wealth of industrial application. The world's demand for energy, minerals, and water have become increasingly dependent on non-living marine resources. Marine resources is classified into three categories: energy resources, mineral resources, and biological resources. Under energy resources, we have energy, fuel, tidal energy, wave energy. Under marine resources, we have petroleum, natural gas, metallic, minerals, sand, and gravel, etc. Biological resources, we have fishes, plankton, seagrass, coral, etc. Conservation of marine resources. Oceans are the lifeblood of planet Earth and mankind. The humankind depends on the marine resources for its survival. They are also essential for the economic prosperity, social well-being, and quality of life. Oceans have extensive deposits of oil reserves. Besides a major fishing ground, it helps in generating non-conventional energy, development of many ports and harbors for their trade activities. Coastal tourism also attracts people around the world, thereby contributing to the economy of many countries. From the tabular column, we can understand the distribution of major ocean currents and its effects. The Great Barrier Reef. Do you know the Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest coral reef system composed of 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands stretching for about 2,000 kilometers. It covers an area of about 350,000 kilometers. The reef is located in the Coral Sea off the coast of Queensland, Australia. The Great Barrier Reef can be seen from outer space. The sprawling coral reef system is one of the most biologically diverse places on the planet. Coral reefs are built by billions of tiny organisms known as coral polyps. CNN labels it as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Let's move on to recap and book back exercise.